Well, hello there, Papa Ron. How in the world are you, brother?
Hi, Rod. I'm doing good.
I want to welcome all of our crypto maniacs like us, crypto brothers and sisters. We appreciate y'all showing up, and be sure and give us a thumbs up if you like this video, because we like bringing them to you, and we love your comments. May not be able to read them all, but hey, we do read them. Or comment on them all. We do read them all. We just don't comment.
Let's move on while we're ahead in the game.
Sounds good to me.
We got a couple interesting little articles I came across this morning, Rod.
Oh, let's see what they are.
One is out of Bitcoin.com. Says hardware wallet demand in South Korea grows exponentially.
Man.
We're not going to
we kind of knew them guys are always like stuff like that, don't they?
Well, South Korea, yeah, they're just big into the Bitcoin. But I guess the point that I wanted to draw on this is that, folks, as this influx of people come into the crypto industry and world, things become scarce. There was a long time there. It was a month backlog, I think, on that Ledger Nano S. Remember that, Rod? You couldn't even get them because so many people ordering them. Just food for thought, folks. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Then we came across
our next one.
Survey says that 8% of American population now own cryptocurrency.
Wow. We've grown quite a bit.
I would say, now, of course, they're not polling the whole country. They're polling X amount of people to determine that. But 8%, that's a pretty high number.
It is. The survey says.
Survey says. Right. It says here, today's Bitcoin buyers are still early adopters. And Rod, you're familiar with that. Let me pull a little diagram up here that I found.
Okay.
And, this kind of shows the growth pattern of new products introduced to society or new programs. And this graph's actually on Tech Enthusiast. I think it's on... Anyway, they're all kind of the same. This growing curve of how the... people accept something, just like when the internet came in. You have the tech enthusiasts that get all hyped up about it, and they're the innovators. And Rod, even though we've been in over a year now, I think we're still part of the innovators, because we were probably down there when only 1% was involved in crypto. I mean, there was nothing back then compared to today.
Yeah.
But that article says that we're still early adopters. So you can see we've got this big swing going up.
We do.
And
we've been touting that for a long time.
That's right. But even at 8%, if the country is 8%, they still recognize that as early adopters. We're the visionaries of it. We're kind of seeing the growth. And then, of course, we're really going to hit this high momentum here before it peaks. And how long this early adoption stage stays in, I don't know.
I don't know either.
They'd probably have to get a lot higher percentage than we are now. But this article had a couple other interesting things in it. Here's something. The proportion each generation who have bought crypto. Rod, I'm sorry to say, but we're down here. We're the baby boomers, and we're only just barely over 2% of the baby boomers are probably involved in crypto.
Yep.
Very few. And most of it is this millennial group, the tech savvy, the kids that are just naturally catch on to this computer stuff, and
they do.
They're looking for the latest and greatest, and I think that's why they grab onto something like crypto.
Yeah, they do.
So anyway, it's an interesting article. We'll put it in the description box. It's kind of fun to read that and check that out.
Betcha.
And every day, folks, Rod and I, we kind of scour what's the latest in the news. And over the past 3 or 4 days, there's just been an inundative, a lot of articles talking about pornography is now on the blockchain. And then they've even gone as far as saying, well, since you download the blockchain and this and that, you could be cited or indicted for child pornography because those images are available on the blockchain and some of that stuff. And that's been touted the last 2 or 3 days. A lot of fear mongering about it. But I came across this interesting article today, Rod. And we just want to pass this on to you folks. No, there isn't child porn on the Bitcoin blockchain. This comes out of the news. I think Bitcoin.com again. But it talks about all the fear-mongering about this child porn on there and all this illegal activity and all that stuff. But this article goes through and it starts to discredit that. And it's saying porn isn't on the blockchain. There would have to be a long code of hash, a code of,
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the link to it, if there is it. It's not like you pop up on the blockchain and all of a sudden there's child porn or there's...
Not like it is on the internet.
Thank you. That's exactly right. So this article goes through and discredits this and says, hey, it's just not that easy to pull this stuff up. You've got to find... Yeah, so anyway, the article was good. We're not going to belabor this point, but we'll put it in the description box. It discredits all that FUD that's been out there about that. And no, you can't be cited because your blockchain has these links on it. Compared to how many hash codes there are on the blockchain, it'd be almost impossible to find.
Don't you have to know those hashes before you can even find it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You just have to go through and kind of randomly click on them to find them. There's no like says, hey, click on this one for porn or anything. So no, it's almost impossible, I think, to come across them.
I agree.
Anyway, it was interesting. I'm glad somebody spoke up about that and finally says, yeah, there's just so much of this that they want to discredit it. So new people coming in says, oh no, I'm staying away from that, Anyway, this article here, and I know we're getting to the main point here real quick, but
okay, good.
This article deals with your Winklevoss twins, Rod.
Winklevoss twins.
And I kind of like that.
I do too.
I mean, they're multi-billionaires. I mean, I ain't got nothing to laugh at. I mean, they can buy me out 1 billion times over, I'm sure. But
I would let them.
But this Beeks, this article talks about this Beeks. Has joined up with them, Beeks Financial Cloud, and this is a pretty big deal, I guess. Again, because of time's sake, we're not gonna go through this. What was my point I wanted to make, though? Well, we got talking about those other articles, and kind of get sidetracked, Rod.
Yeah, well, folks, I want to tell you, before we got on, we've had all kinds of Skype issues today. I tell you, it's been a real headache trying to do this here video for you guys. And so Ron's got a little off track, but that's okay. You'll get back on.
We probably spent the last hour and a half trying to get us up and running.
Tell me about it.
But anyway, and folks, I haven't been the biggest person that supports Bitcoin Cash. Not that it's not a good platform and not that there isn't credence to what they're doing. I just don't ever think they're going to catch up to Bitcoin and replace Bitcoin. And when they first came out, that was a lot of the talk, is that they're the true Bitcoin. They're really going along the lines of Satoshi's wishes on what a true decentralized currency ought to be. So I just haven't been on board with them. That just reminded me of something else. But anyway, there was a good article today. Well, I thought of something that I really wanted to point out about... anyway, let's move on.
If it comes back to you, we'll go back to it. Okay?
I can think of what the item is. I just can't think of what article it was in. And what it was talking about is, maybe it's on the next video we're doing, Rod, so I'll hush up for a minute.
Yeah.
Bitcoin Cash ecosystem sees a tidal wave of merchant acceptance. Thousands of merchants and nonprofits now accept Bitcoin Cash. Part of this, I think, is through BitPay. You know, they're a merchant app or a merchant plug-in that people can pay with Bitcoin and so on. Well, now they use Bitcoin Cash in there, and it's just really progressed them up.
Yeah.
This BIP 70, and folks, if you don't know what that is, this is Bitcoin protocol, or their protocol, and when changes come about, they number them. So this one was called BIP 70.
BIP 70.
And that's a protocol that they made changes to the actual platform and the protocols. And the wallet support for Bitcoin Cash and is being used for South Korean cross-border payments even. So that's kind of good that there's other people reaching out to do cross-border things besides Ripple, relatively inexpensively and quick. So, okay, Rod?
Yeah. I'm just choking to death, but that's okay.
It's all right. That's a pretty good hit for Bitcoin Cash that they're moving
forward. It
forward.
is a big hit.
And they've also got a whole line of ATM machines. I think I read a day or two ago that are putting Bitcoin Cash in them, and so they're progressing. They're laying the groundwork to be a successful currency, and
trying to do it with Bitcoin. Pretty soon you'll have an ATM that has Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum on them.
I think they might be already doing that. I don't know, but yeah,
maybe.
The four
I'm behind the times,
aren't
I?
So, well, we just kind of wanted to bring you some headlines, folks, and bring you up to speed what's going on.
You bet.
I can't think of that other comment I had. Well, I can think of the comment, just not where to find it.
Oh, okay. Well, you will think of it.
Back to you, brother.
Well, thank you very much for telling me that. I like it when you tell me that. We appreciate you folks joining us today, and we want to give us a thumbs up if you like it. And one last word, God bless.